began transitioning from marijuana to cocaine. And
the 24-year-old widow retreats into a state of shock. Their operation becomes uncertain, and they become known drug dealers in the LA area.
She has no college.
You do not want to mess with that.
When a person loses a loved one, especially a romantic partner, that grieving leaves them in a state of limbo, and it's very difficult for them to move on.
But there's still one guy left worth fighting for.
She also had to think about
as they might,
how this child now do I want to get back into the drug action.
The love of her life is gone, but Jamaica refuses to let their business die.
Close enough search, he had all of his contacts, insulate themselves from his enforced street by. They were pretty much at her disposal. They respected her.
Within 2 years, Jamaica and Daff get married and move into their very own house in an upscale neighborhood where the 20-year-old falls in love all over again with a new man in
makes
her
them
life.
behave in a way to be closer
Once
to the
Jamaica
person
became
that
a
they
mother,
lost.
she decided to she would have done anything for in the business even after dedicate her time to raising their son.
So, in loving memory of her man, Jamaica is back in the game and ready to go harder than ever before.
She ultimately decides to not only get back into the business, but to expand.
She is now
But
doing
soon,
cocaine and
tragedy
drugs.
strikes, leaving Jamaica
She
alone
takes it to a
to pick
level
up the pieces.
beyond
Jamaica
when
was
Daff
definitely on top of the
When her
world.
profit
but the
margin of
fairy tale
hundreds
was
of
coming to an
thousands
end.
becomes
But it's the
millions,
drive she
the
had
ringleader
for the
takes
other
cover
level
under
of
her
life.
own Hollywood
That's
beauty
so
shop.
She started a hair business.
Jamaica Mosley
Wigs
goes
and
from
weaves
rags
and
to
hair
riches
extensions are very
when
big
she
in
helps
the
expand his
African
business
and
to
that's a
cocaine.
successful at this point in her life. Jamaica has a powerful, drug successful, rich husband. She has a
The company
fabulous house
easily turns
in a
a
glamorous
profit,
area.
giving Jamaica
She has
a
her
safe
son
zone from
she
authorities.
adores.
When a
Over the
person
next
goes
5
from
years,
0 to
being a
60
mom fills
or
most of her days
from
when she's
complete
not on the
poverty
road.
to riches,
But the
it's so
29-year-old
easy for
always
them
manages to
to
fit in
blur
a
the
good
lines
time,
as to what's
especially
right
when love
and what's
appears
wrong.
in the form
And
of Percy
therefore
Bradford.
now
Percy
they
was a
normalize
really
anything
big time
that
drug
may
dealer in
be
Illinois,
abnormal
and I don't think it's any
or
coincidence that she
law-breaking
connects
behavior.
with a man who
Every day,
is
Jamaica wakes
at the
up
top of his
next to
game.
the love of her life.
Jamaica had a
But she
very
could have never
strong
predicted
physical
that
connection
one
to
particular
Percy.
summer
He may have
afternoon
reminded
will
her
alter
of
her
Daff.
world
He was
forever.
running the drug business, and their son got up, charismatic.
The
Daff
two quickly
leaves the
become
house
serious, despite the
and goes to the
2,000
car
miles
wash.
between them.
Percy
It's a normal day,
continued to come to Los
and when he
Angeles
gets there,
and stay there. And
he's
she
shot
would make trips to the Alton, Illinois
By the
area
time
to see
police
him.
arrive, and it isn't long before business naturally mixes in. A few hours later,
he's one
the
of
adoring
Jamaica's
wife receives
biggest
the news
customers.
that
He
nothing
buys
can prepare
extremely
her.
large quantities. Jamaica gets a call from
Her
the
new
police
boyfriend
telling
sells
her
the
the love of
drugs
her
through
life is
half a
dead.
dozen
And in a
distributors in
split
Baltimore.
second, her
But the
life
smooth
changes
operation
forever.
turns upside down when one of his
Jamaica
trusted
not only
mules is
lost her
caught by the
husband,
drug
she
enforcement
lost her
agency.
soulmate, and maybe most
The once
importantly,
loyal
the
employee
father
gives
of
up
her
enough
son.
information for authorities to
catch
already
Percy
see himself in the grieving mob is left with no answers arrested to the haunting question of who did it.
You have to
Daff
imagine that once Percy
is
got
murdered,
busted,
it's devastating.
Jamaica knew
Does that
about
mean
it as quick as you
somebody's
can
going to come after her?
I don't know nothing, man.
But
Percy knew
suffice it to
all
say
about
that if you live
Jamaica's
by the
drug
gun,
dealings
you die
and
by
her
the
hair
gun. You always
business.
have to look
So
over
that
your
is a
shoulder
major
when
risk to her
competition,
that
enemy.
he was arrested.
The 24-year-old widow come up the investigation of shock. The mastermind her future is not taking any chances.
When Daff dies,
She asks her mother
Jamaica
to
doesn't have
protect
any
her
options.
little man
She
while
has no
she
knowledge.
flees
She has no
the city of
skills.
angels.
When a person loses
Jamaica
a loved
was a
one,
mother
especially
to
a
her.
romantic partner,
So having to
that
go on the
grieving
run and
leaves
leave
them
him,
in a state
no doubt
of limbo,
devastated her.
and it's very difficult for them to separate it from
But
their
there's
child,
still
to
one
break
guy
that
left
emotional,
worth fighting
sacred,
for.
She also had to think about, have this child now, do I want to get back
with
into the
that
drug
child.
game?
Well,
The
this
love
is
of her
something
life
that
is
will
gone,
make
but
her
Jamaica refuses
emotionally
to let their business
satisfied.
die with him.
She had all
Meanwhile,
of his
no
contacts,
matter how
his
hard
soldiers,
Percy is pressed
his
for
enforcers.
information
They were-
on who
They were
he gets
pretty
his
much at
massive
her
supply
disposal.
from,
They respected her.
he stays loyal to
probably
his
just
woman. But that
almost as
doesn't
much as
stop
they respected
authorities
him.
from sniffing her out
Grief,
through
that
his phone
process
records.
is so complicated.
Once I got that
and
information,
some
then
people,
bingo,
it
all
makes
sorts
them
of bells,
behave
whistles
in
went
a way
off.
to be closer
Basically,
to the person that
here's
they
a really
lost.
good
She
drug
would have
trafficker
done
right here.
anything for him, even